cats and kittens. The first day of summer break, guys. Are we letting our kids sleep in to enjoy the last few hours of peace we have? Or are we waking them up early and getting them into a decent summer routine? Listen. You not know what I chose. I thought that I would take the opportunity to do a little garden tour this morning. Show you what we got going on here. So I believe our garden is 20 by 30. I can't remember, it's been too long since we built it. And we choose to do raised beds because our soil in this area is basically clay and shale. We don't like tilling, so raised beds are great. We built our raised beds out of some upcycled roofing tin that we got off of my dad. And we just took a 4x4 and screwed the corners together, and then in the middle you can see the supports are just little pieces of rebar to try to keep it from bubbling out because of the weight of the dirt pushing outward. You know, there's weed fabric in the walkways because the girl don't like weeding. I don't got time for that. And we make our own compost. We have lots of livestock, and there's no reason for us to not collect that manure and bedding and compost it ourselves in geo bins. So that's what we put in our beds, and it's a great system we have going on. If you dig down maybe about 3 inches in those beds, you got black gold in the bottom, so we'll never complain about that system. Anyway, strawberries, anyone? These are everbearings. I've had them for 6 years and I cannot kill them no matter how much I neglect them. And I wish I would have got some footage the other day. It was awesome. We've been having an ant problem in there. Little black ants. They took over the whole bed, and my husband was 3 seconds away from spraying for them, which I hate doing. And then I walked in, and crawling right here on this little trellis support was a brown gecko. And then Cody said he saw a skink the other day, which that's really exciting. They're moving in and they're taking care of the problem for us. Folks, if you let nature do what it's supposed to do, it will take care of things. And we have some hanging cherry tomato plants that go on our deck, but he wanted them to mature out here because the sunlight is a little bit better. Good morning. So they're doing really well. They've got little babies on them already. They're sweet millions. Do you like my overgrown radishes? This is a volunteer bed, apparently. You can see the plants grow upward and then they fall over and all the seeds fall into my gravels, but they're growing a salad mix. And radishes, they volunteered as well. Spinach did too. It's back there. It's going to bolt because I need some more seeds. I just decided to let this one go wild. I'm getting rather complacent in my old age. This is a blueberry, and I've had it for quite some time, and no matter how we freshen that pot, it's just not thriving. So this and her poor little yellowed sister over there are going to be liberated very soon. As soon as I figure out where I want to put them. Got some peas, 2 varieties of peas. Got some snap peas because my kids raid my garden all summer long. I basically grow this thing just so they don't bug me for snacks all summer. Don't judge me. First time growing onions. Make that make sense. I've got 2 beds worth of those, one on opposing sides. I've got some basil protecting my German Johnson plants. They are the best heirloom variety tomato you will ever have. You'll get a 6.5 pound tomato off of there easy if you know what you're doing. Got some acorn squashes here. And I do plant coupling because, like I said, I don't like to spray any nonsense. So if I have a squash plant or anything of the like, I plant French marigolds and nasturtium around it to try to combat the squash bug problem because they are ferocious around here. Hillbillies, another heirloom variety tomato. I like to have a variety of different kinds because I do a lot of canning and making sauces and such. I want to try to make ketchup this year. I've never done that before, but I'm really excited to try. And then we've got some early cabbages and broccoli. And it looks like I'm gonna have to keep a closer eye on these now because they're starting to get bit up. Always have to do early cabbage here because the caterpillars tear it to pieces. Beets. Never grown beets. Cody likes pickled beets, so I grew beets. And I don't know if I did it right because I think you're supposed to grow them in rows. But they came in clusters like that, and I was afraid to break them up for fear of killing them. So we'll see how that goes. And I got a wee stevia. Just for funsies. I like to get random herbs and grow them. I've got some chocolate mint and some spearmint. Thinking about putting them in the ground somewhere else. Don't come for me. See, she's just sad. She's just a sad little blueberry plant. Poor thing. Got green peppers going. There will be no green peppers left for me to use. My kids eat them like apples. Got some pole beans this year. Really excited about that. Can't miss some green beans. Some cilantro and dill. The dill is for pickles. I've got some trellising cucumbers. They're really climbing well. I came out last night and kind of tried to help guide them a little bit. And it's true, with beans and with cucumbers, if you tickle them, then they will curl towards you and it helps them trellis. So don't forget to tickle your beans. And sunflowers, because Cody had to have them. But I don't know. He's got them out by the flagpole too. More green peppers. And I have bee balm here, but I have no idea what to do with it. It smells great. I like having it, but I am not well versed in how to use it, whether it be medicinal or anything like that. So if you have any ideas or advice on what I could do to utilize my bee balm, hit me up in the comments. We've got some crimson sweet watermelons, and my theory is that they're not gonna trellis quite high enough to be dangerous for the fruit to fall and be damaged. I don't know. I usually grow sugar babies, but they didn't have any this year, so I went with the full size. Oh God, it's getting hot already. My mustache is sweating. Oh, my little peeps. Come on. Climb up there. You're competing. I feel like these have doubled in size overnight. I'm going to do some weeding. To build raised beds, don't make them any deeper than 3 feet across, unless you have walkways on both sides. It's the biggest pain in the neck is that I can't reach from one side to the other. Did anyone else grow up eating this stuff? We just called it sour wheat. I think it's called like wood. Thistle wood. So the 4 vegetables that our family uses the most is potatoes, onions, carrots, celery, and we never grow any of them until this year. So we have tried this method. It's a potato cage. You plant your potatoes in layers. So you'll lay a layer of topsoil on the bottom, and then you put your spuds in with the roots facing inward into the center of the cylinder. And then if they have any little heads that are already growing, you point them towards you so they grow out the sides. And then you put a layer of straw down, another layer of topsoil, and then you do another round of spuds. I believe we have 30 red potatoes on the bottom and 30 yellow potatoes on the top. And as you can see, it's very successful. I can't wait to see how many we get out of this bad boy. I think Cody's gonna need to move his jalapenos because they're not getting very much space back there. Tater cage is getting rather voluptuous.